Hey, Facebook friends, I'm meteorologist Angela Buchman. Since we've got the first cold snap of the season underway, we thought we'd cover mainly weather this evening, but we do have lots of news coming up for you over on Channel 13 at 11, so we hope you join us there. It's cold. Temperatures in the teens for most of us. We're down to 11 degrees currently in Kokomo, 12 in Lafayette. We've dropped to 16 in Indianapolis and Muncie, 14 in Greencastle, 17 Terre Haute, 18 Richmond. Teens are headed your way. Even you, Bedford, who right now 26 degrees. Add in a little bit of a wind. Actually, it's been windy most of the day, but the winds are starting to diminish just a little bit. But we still have enough of a breeze to bring wind chills sub-zero. Feels like -1 in Indianapolis, Muncie, and Greencastle. Feels like 9 below zero in Kokomo and -3 in Lafayette. So as you get ready to go to bed, set out what your kids are going to need for school tomorrow. Hat, gloves, heavy coat, and they're going to need them all day long. One other thing we've been monitoring, snow chances, and what we're tracking is a developing weather system that's already spreading some snow from the southern sections of Illinois through central Missouri and then back through parts of Kansas, and all of this area highlighted in purple under winter weather advisories. And this does include the southern part of our state. Places like Evansville may see an inch or more, and then what's highlighted in pink from eastern Kentucky through West Virginia. Those are winter storm warnings where they're going to be dealing with the potential for 3 to 6 inches of snow. Snowfall potential for those of us in central Indiana on the low side, but we're not going to rule out these bursts of snow that can happen just because it's cold. Cold air doesn't hold as much moisture as warm air. So with the Arctic air moving in, we may squeeze out a couple of bursts of snow. It's just not going to be a widespread steady snow event for central Indiana. Weather system starts to move in over the next few hours, and you can see it impacting the southern part of the state first thing tomorrow morning through early afternoon. This is noon tomorrow, and then finally exiting, although that steady snow will continue to fall in Kentucky, West Virginia, southern Ohio, parts of western North Carolina. So this is something that we'll keep an eye on, and a good thing to keep in mind if you are doing some traveling in that direction the next couple of days. If you're traveling into the southern part of our state, remember that's the best chance for some accumulating snow. So anywhere from Bedford to Columbus, Greensburg, Seymour, North Vernon, maybe up to an inch. The rest of us, we're just going to wait and see if these bursts of snow develop with the Arctic air. Okay. I posted a couple videos from, well, it was sunshine and palm trees, and actually somebody on Facebook said, now why are you posting that? Some of us like the cold. So I'd like to hear from you. Do you like the cold, or are you ready for spring already? We've got several people watching. Randy saying it's cold. I know, I'm with you. I'm thinking about sunshine and 75. Wes, one of our regulars, we always appreciate you checking in. Fulton, he is our national, we'll call him the national whatever day it is, because Fulton always knows. Supposedly it is National Whipped Cream Day. Okay. I'll take whipped cream. I don't know. Roscoe, what do you put whipped cream on? Hot chocolate? Roscoe doesn't know. Roscoe's not playing along tonight. Let's see here. Deb just has a burr sign. Let's see. Kelly checking in. Jordan checking in. Oh my gosh. Adrian in Crawfordsville wants a blizzard. Okay, I can't promise that. You might get a couple of bursts of snow, but it doesn't look like a blizzard. Jan, nice to see you again. Again, we got kind of busy at the end of last year, and we've had a couple of technical issues with Facebook Live, so we're happy to be back on this evening. I think we had a technical issue last night. We didn't last very long. Kristen loves the cold and the snow. Actually, I did run into somebody, has a 15-year-old son, and desperately wants enough snow to go sledding. So tomorrow's snow doesn't look like it's going to be that for us. Okay, I've got lots of winter people. Sabrina loves the winter. Okay, I've got Amber, she's ready for spring, so she's on Team Spring, which might be me. Roscoe, what team are you on, winter or spring? Fall. Fall. That wasn't one of the choices. Let's see. We've got someone checking in from Jacksonville, obviously a big Colts game on Sunday. I think the forecast is close to 80 with sunshine on Sunday. For us, we're going to be keeping a close eye on a couple of weather systems. The one that's going to be here tomorrow that brings the southern part of the state some snow, but we'll also have a rain chance later Saturday into early Sunday that may mix with a few flakes of snow. And of course, we've got a big football game, the national championship game in here with Georgia and Alabama fans arriving this weekend. The big game, of course, is on Monday. Right now, we've got low 20s in the forecast Monday with maybe a few flakes of snow. Let's see here. Kaylee just got back from Daytona. She's ready to go back to Daytona. I mentioned Sabrina. She loves the winter. Let's see here. Brittany, I'm with you. The older you get, the more you don't like the cold. Wes is ready for spring. Dana says snow is only acceptable for Christmas. I'm with you, and we obviously missed out on that. We had a very mild holiday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back up the graphics just in case we've got a few people just checking in. And I have a couple more spring votes, Roscoe, not fall. Debbie and Charlotte, spring. Anastasia wants to go straight to summer. Anastasia, I believe she's from upstate New York, right? So Anastasia probably is ready for summer. Trudy loves the warm weather. Amanda is also team spring, and so is I have another Teresa, team spring. William is team summer. So I guess I'll let you vote for fall because I've got a couple of summer votes here, Roscoe. All right, we're going to back up the graphics just to show you the reason we're doing mainly weather this evening. Again, we've had a couple of technical difficulties with Facebook Live, so we kind of wanted to make sure it was up and working. And really, weather is one of the bigger stories for us over the next couple of days. Coldest air we've had in almost a year. Temperatures are already in the teens for most of us. 16 in Indianapolis. We have wind chills sub-zero. Feels like -9 in Kokomo. Feels like -1 in Indianapolis. And I don't know about you, but I've got one sink that always gives me trouble if it gets below 10 degrees. So as we look ahead to tomorrow night, early Friday, when we forecast single digits, I know it's one of those sinks that I'm going to have to let drip. And around central Indiana, we can have issues with pipes freezing and things like that. This isn't going to be a prolonged stretch of cold, and actual air temperatures won't go sub-zero, but we do get a night in the single digits, and that'll be Thursday night into early Friday, so a good thing to keep in mind. Winter weather advisory for the southern part of the state. We're still going to watch this one closely because any minor change to the track could spread that snow chance of an inch or so a little farther north. But for now, we're keeping it, say, Bedford, North Vernon, Greensburg, and Point South. That's where we could see an inch or so of snow. And then parts of Kentucky, West Virginia, 3 to 6 inches of snow. Now, this is a computer model output. I haven't checked exactly the temperatures and what they're really forecasting for Nashville, but at least the potential they get more snow out of this next weather system than we do. Another southern track with this storm as we make our way through the next 24 hours. Best chance for snow, and a good thing to keep in mind if your travels take you south. There will be some snow and might be enough to coat the ground and even some of the roadways, because with the Arctic air moving in, the ground really isn't going to be warm enough for that to melt. So even a quick dusting or quick coating, quick inch of snow could cause some slick roads. So I want you to keep that in mind, especially across the southern, say quarter of the state. And we'll watch radar closely for a couple of bursts of snow that may develop for us in the central part of the state during the day tomorrow. All right, we'll check a few more team spring, team winter comments, and then we will let you go, and we will see you at 11. Okay, so Betty does not want snow, sleet, or ice. Luckily, none of that in the forecast. I would say, Betty, our only issue would be if we get a couple bursts of snow and it quickly sticks, that sometimes that thin coating can cause some icy conditions. So we'll watch that. Amber wanting to know about the faucet tonight. Amber, for me, at my house, it's usually if it's less than 10, and we're going to be probably 12 to 16 overnight, and then not making that out of the teens. So if you think back to your winters before, if that one's giving you trouble, maybe go ahead and drip that faucet tonight. Let's see. No snow is a vote from Michelle. Susan votes summer. She's heading to Florida in a week. Oh, lucky you. Sherry votes summer as well. So we've got a lot of season votes, but I would say since we did team spring and team winter, it was probably half and half if I had to just guess by tallying the votes quickly. But we're in the thick of winter at this point. We've got a couple of cold days in a row. It's something that we'll cover in the full forecast when you join us at 11. Our own Lauren Kostick has a really interesting story of a teenager that was in the hospital for a really long time battling COVID. And so I believe we're leading with that story at 11, and we've got the rest of the day's news as well, and of course the weather. And actually, we're going to talk preparing your car for weather, like an emergency kit, because if you've been paying attention to the news the last couple of days, there were hundreds, if not thousands of people that were stuck on I-95 in the eastern part of the country because of snow and a big accident for like more than 24 hours. So we're going to get you kind of ready for winter just in case we get a big snow across central Indiana. Not from this weather system, but a couple bursts of snow possible. Steadiest snow will stay south tomorrow. We will see you at 11.